What's up, everybody? A little while back, I took one full evening and tried to straighten up the game room a little bit, and I found that I had silverfish, and they were starting to eat some random cardboard posters and one of my standees. So it sort of came to a halt that night. I ended up just cleaning a lot of dust and dirt around on the floorboards, and then I sprayed some poison a few days later. So now I haven't really seen barely any silverfish since then. I've seen maybe two, and I haven't noticed any new chewed on spots or anything. So I think I've got them under control. But now I'm taking another evening off from necessarily doing a specific episode of one of my series or something, and I'm just trying to clean up the game room a little bit better and hang some stuff up on some of the tiny bit of bare wall space that I still have, which you can actually see back here. There's a little bit in between this cabinet and this shelf, and I'm going to try to stick as many figurines as I can that can be hung on the wall in that little section. And there's a few other little spots that I'm going to hang some crap, and I got some new figurines which you guys have not seen, and I'll show you. I gotta say that I must have some very nice viewers, because no one has made any comments about this nasty-ass cold sore I've had on my lip for the last few days, and it's been obvious in some videos. So thank you. No, it's not some herpes disease or anything. It's just I get some bad cold sores and stuff on my lips when I'm sick, and I've been sick a lot recently. So thank you guys. One of the new figurines I just got is this Wild Arms 2, or as it's known in Japan, Wild Arms Second Ignition Night Blazer figure. Now I picked this up at my friend's anime shop called Anime Fix just a few days ago for $40, and I've shown Anime Fix in past videos before. He is a friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. I asked him to order this for me a while back, and he did, and I forgot about it. When I was just in his store, I saw it sitting on the shelf, and I was like, oh, damn it. I always feel a little bad when I'm like, oh, yeah, order that for me. I definitely want it. And then I don't show up for a while, or I forget about it. So I picked it up. He gave me a little bit of a deal on it, because I think it goes for around 50 or so online, and then plus shipping and handling, depending on where you order it from. So I got it for $40, so that was really nice of him. And I like getting figurines for games that don't have a lot of stuff, out for sale for them. Obviously, I do have a shit ton of Final Fantasy figures and statues, but my favorites are normally ones that, are just wow, they actually made a figure for a game that came out over a decade ago, for no apparent reason. I believe this was actually voted on a website as the most requested figure that they wanted D-Arts, the company that made this, to make, at least whenever the hell that was at that time. So yeah, I have some other random figures for random games. I mean, you can see on this shelf right here, that's a Disgaea figure for Etna. Actually, it's a statue, but so yeah, I like picking up the ones that are just a little bit more oddball. Some people ask, what do I use to hang up all of my figurines, and especially some of the bigger boxes on my walls? I have to use screws and an electric screwdriver to get through the really thick plaster walls that I have. You can see all of these are hung up by big black screws. I tried hammering nails into the walls to hang up these things, and the nails just bend right in half. So it kind of sucks, and yes, I have pretty much ruined these fucking walls. I'm going to have to plaster, put plaster in the holes if I ever take anything down in here. This corner is where my anime figures kind of collide with the video game, Final Fantasy stuff. But I had to hang the Walking Dead stuff here because this is almost all the space I have left in the room. So it doesn't really mesh too well. I had to put these two bigger boxes up here as well for the Walking Dead. They don't have hang tags that hang on the wall. And then I put that Howl's Moving Castle up in the the end of the anime section. So now I still have a little bit of space here. I don't really have anything else that can hang on a wall right now. I do have all this empty space on the top of these standees over here, which I'm going to move some figures from these shelves, hopefully, to give me some more room on these shelves to put video games on them, like my Borderlands 2 loot chest that's been sitting on the floor for quite a while now. Starting to use the really odd wall spaces now, behind the TV, I put my Devil May Cry figurines, just crammed into that little hole, and then over here I have one random dot hack figurine. So yeah, I am not leaving any bare wall space. Some of you probably think I'm crazy for hanging stuff in areas where I can barely see it, but my thought is, I bought the shit, I want to display it in some fashion. It's better than having it in a box, like sitting in the closet, or in the corner of the room, on the floor, collecting dust. It also helps it not look so much like a hoarding case in here. And, it's up. It's in some type of organized manner. If I, go over here and stand on one foot and tilt my head sideways, then I can see it. I put these Persona figurines on top of these standees where the Walking Dead ones used to be, and this Odin Sphere statue. They were on this shelf down here, which gave me some more room to put some games and some more books. And also up here, I moved this Resistance 3 to the back side, which now gave me room on the front side to put up the Borderlands 2, which just, changes the scenery a little bit of these shelves. And I was also able to fit out a few more games on the front. So now my overflow is just a few DS games and one Sega CD title. I think I'm done for tonight. What sort of spurred me into doing this evening was I was thinking of all the collector's editions that are coming out really soon. Just next week, I have Ni no Kuni. Then over the next few months, there's Dead Space 3, Dead Island Riptide, Bioshock Infinite, Metal Gear Solid Rising, and I think there's a couple other ones that are going to be in fairly decent-sized boxes, and I'm going to have to find a friggin' place to put them. So I like doing these little updates because, no, they're not like a room tour or anything, but you get to see, some different parts of the room you don't normally see. And at some point, I will do another full, game room tour. I'm not saying I'm doing it in the next weeks, or maybe even, month or 2 months, but sometime probably before the summer you'll see another full room tour, because I think by that time it'll be about almost a year or so since the last one I did, and then there'll be a decent amount of new stuff to look at. So I will talk to you all later. Peace.